So today I'm back with y'all with another video. If y'all can see, I just got out the womb. Still got water on me. Oh, did you see that? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? Look, huh? Okay, okay. So look, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to listen and how to be a good listener. Yeah, those are two things: how to listen and how to be a good listener. Now, there are some very essential keys to really like master this and really to uh, get that brief introduction into that space, into that ballpark where everybody knows how to listen. Everybody knows how to be a good listener. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool club that I'm gonna introduce y'all to, so y'all can be on the wave and be part of the team for sure. We welcome everybody. Type shit. Type shit. But not real shit though. So um there are some things that we want to know. First of all, we need to know that other people are the same way as you. Basically, they have a mind, they have a perspective, they have a different perspective because the way you're standing and what you're looking at, it's not the same way the person in front of you is looking at it, because that person is in front of you like 180 degrees. So their perspective is going to be like a different angle. They might be looking at the same thing, but it's in a different perspective. So understand that they have their own mind, they have their own perspective, and um, yeah, they have feelings just like you. You know what I'm saying? So that goes as far as like how to be a good listener. You need to know this, that a person has their own mind and they have their own way of looking at things, right? So I'm gonna break it down as two parts, right? On part one, you need to know that a person acts. You need to know what's going on behind the scenes of what a person is saying and why a person is acting the way they act. Because remember, they have their own mind. So behind the scenes, there's a reason and there's a purpose between why the person says what they says and why they act the way they act. So part one, know this. Based on what the person, based on what they're saying, these are the key points. So this person is acting or saying like you. I'm talking about you. So, well, I'm generalizing. A person says or a person talks the way they talk because that is how they talk to themselves. So, however somebody is talking to you or whatever somebody is saying in general, this is how they talk to themselves because it's almost like they're thinking out loud, but it's coming from their own mind as far as like how they communicate with themselves, right? So, they either trying to prove a point to you or prove a point to themselves. Mainly, they're trying to prove a point to themselves. That goes back to they have a meaning or they have a purpose between what they want to say, right? So they're trying to prove a point to themselves. And whatever they're saying or however they're acting, there's a purpose behind what they are saying. Like, based on what they're saying, they're trying to either like achieve a goal within themselves or they're trying to maneuver to a bigger purpose that they're trying to fulfill, like for themselves, right? So those are the key points that you want to remember between the words that a person is saying, because that's how they talk to themselves. It's all related to themselves. So now that you understood part one, now part two, when a person speaks and they are saying something, when a person is speaking, when they're saying something, they're looking at something. They are following a point. They're, they have their perspective, and whatever they're saying, it's an actual image in their mind that they're trying to present to you. That's why when you try to like explain your point, you say things like, "Did you get my point? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see what I'm saying? So look, basically, to do this, you want to put yourself in their shoes and focus on how to visualize what they're saying as if you were there. So put yourself in their shoes and try to visualize what they're saying. They're saying certain words, and these words have a certain picture. And the moment you realize that all of this is based on how they feel in a way, you can also feel how they feel and connect to what they're saying, like emotionally, like thought wise. So, oh, I feel you on that. Oh, I get why you can think like that. Or, oh, I get, like, that makes sense. I can see that. So, like, based on what they're saying, and mind you, you already put yourself in their shoes. So, you already kind of like looking at what they're saying, like picturing, like the picture they're trying to like show you. Like, for example, let's say somebody's telling you about how they went on a trip to like New York. Like they were running around the hood, and they seen this, and they went and did that. Basically, you want to put yourself in their shoes and imagine that you are where they're saying, like you are in New York, like you are like seeing what they're doing when they were in New York and shit like that. Like, like traveling, like in the mind. You know what I'm saying? And like based on like how they say what they say, you can picture how they could have felt or what they were thinking or how they made sense out of the situation. And that's how you can picture what the other person's saying and be on their shoes and really know and really hear them for real. Like really, really hear them for real. So yeah, that's how you listen perfectly. So this is really crucial. I'm gonna run it down real quick again. First, you need to understand they have a purpose. Like the other person, they have a mind, they have a perspective, and they have feelings just like you. Second, you need to know that there's a reason there's a reason behind what they are saying. It's not about you or it's not about anything else. Like a lot of times people have an actual reason and a meaningful reason behind what they say, how they say it. Now, part three, you need to know that the person is seeing something and following the point where they're trying to guide you so you can understand that. Know that. And after that, after you know that, you put yourself in their shoes. After they start talking, put yourself in their shoes. Like, okay, this person is starting to talk. Let me get in their shoes, you know what I'm saying? Sit back in the movie theater. I'm about to watch this and follow along the movie. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know that. And after you do that, when the person is talking, when the person is saying what they say, you visualize based on the words that are coming out their mouth, visualize the place, visualize the surroundings and what they're saying, and based on like the emotional output that the person is giving out, you can try to connect, either if you feel that way or if you can see how they could feel that way, or if you can see how that makes sense, or if you can see how they were, like how they could think like that as well. So that's how you be like a perfect listener completely. You know what I'm saying? Like follow these guys and do it wisely. All right, for sure.